Now you may have seen my video that I shot last winter, how to clean windows in winter. This is not part 2 of that video. First of all, this is summertime. Not only that, this is what will turn out to be most likely the hottest day of the year. It is actually 42. We have now reached 42, the maximum that it will be today, and I believe it's a 6-year record for Canberra, and probably one of the hottest ever recorded. So now I knew that this was going to be a hot day, and the customers at this house knew also. And so yesterday they gave me the option, or a few days ago, because we knew, well in advance about how hot it was going to be today. So they did give me the option, do you want to work? Do you not want to work? You've got to, you can choose. You don't have to. We understand if you don't want to work. We're not in any hurry. Anyway, I chose to proceed, and I have actually finished the job now, just as we're hitting the maximum temperature. So I thought, well, maybe it's a good idea to make a video to impart how it was that I've been able to clean the windows and the solar panels, as you can see over my shoulder, of quite a large house on the hottest day of the year without suffering any sort of heat stroke or heat exhaustion. So now if we contrast today and what I did today with my video on how to clean windows in wintertime, a lot of it is the opposite. On that video I said that you've got to push yourself through that cold, very, very cold period right at the start of the day, and if you can push yourself through that, it just gets easier. Now, working on a day like today, it's the opposite. Summertime, the sting is in the tail. You have to anticipate that hot period at the end of the day. The heat builds and builds and builds, and the heat comes more at the end. The most severe heat is definitely at the end, or in the middle. In the middle of the afternoon. It's now past 3 o'clock. So this is how I did it. This is how I managed to very successfully complete this house. The solar panels, the clerestory windows. I'm actually sitting on the deck of a granny flat on the property, and I've cleaned that as well. So the strategy was very simple. Firstly, start as early as possible. Take advantage of the cool start to the day. So I started at the crack of dawn. As soon as I arrived, straight away, focus on those external windows. Get on the roof, get the solar panels done, get the clerestory windows done. Anticipate, so clean all the external windows first, and then go inside as soon as you can. And the air conditioning, I admit, is very good inside the house. So once I was inside, I was pretty much home and hosed. Even then, there was still a strategy. I went and did the inside of the west-facing windows first before the sun was ever had a chance to get on them. The west, northwest windows. So really, I was able to clean virtually every window I had to clean with almost no window. There was a handful, but almost no window that had the sun on it while I was cleaning it. And obviously I was wearing a hat, which is just over here. So I was wearing a hat. I was wearing my arms. It's what I call my arms. Very much worth investing in some of these. Now, there was a little bit of exposure to the sun, but I managed it. I drank lots of water. And so I've managed to do it. In fact, even easier than I thought, I have to admit. It's nice, of course, when there's trees and there isn't too much concrete, because don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting that anyone should. Heat exhaustion is a very real thing. Heat stress is a very real thing. It's very deadly. Really, I would only need to go and stand there where the sun is and the concrete is for a few minutes to really be severely affected by it. So it's not that I don't take it seriously. What I wish to communicate on this video is that if you're a window cleaner, it doesn't have to stop you in your tracks. If you have a strategy, there's a part of the house that's in the shade all the time. There are the easier bits. You do the hard bits quickly, early, when it's easier, and then it just leaves the easy bits. So you can have a strategy for it and get through it. So it's not that I don't take the heat seriously, it's not that I don't know that, and it's not that I haven't felt it in the past. But the hottest day of the year, the hottest in 6 years, one of the hottest in the city's history, a fairly difficult house to clean, all things considered, from a sun exposure point of view, and yet I was able to successfully complete the job. So I hope you've learned something. Thank you.